Hey, Linda.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Becca.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
All right, just one more minute and we will get started. How's everybody's night? My husband's being silly. Actually, you might have to mute yourself when we get started.
Yeah, I will in just a minute. We went to Hannah's Halloween choir concert tonight, so we're on the road.
Yeah, so late night for your crew.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
okay, everybody grab you an oil. We'll get started in just a second or two. I have two tonight. I need all the oils. It's been one of those kind of Mondays. Hey, Shakira. Shakira, one day we're going to see your face. I'm glad you're here, but we do miss seeing your face. No pressure, but kind of. We don't ever get to see Jackie's face either, though, so that's okay. All right, you guys, glad you're here. Happy Monday. Happy, like, almost end of October, which means we have 2 months left in the year, which kind of blows my mind. I don't know if that blows anybody else's mind. Can't believe a year's almost over. I got like 3 hours sleep last night, so I'm applying Clarity. I don't know if you guys have this oil. I don't love the way it smells, but I do like putting it on the back of my neck. And it really does help with focus. My second oil is Sacred Mountain. And I love it for grounding purposes, just kind of calming stuff. You guys can hold up your oil, show us what you're oiling with. Hey, Jen. Hey, Mike and Mallory. Becca's got Envision. That's a good one. Ooh, I love Envision. Making me want one. All right, so everybody go ahead and oil up. Take a good few puffs. Quiet everything around you and bring it in. I'm just going to say a prayer. Ashley says she diffuses clarity with a citrus. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe some orange or citrus fresh. All right, I'm going to say a prayer and maybe we can focus tonight, okay? Thanks, God, so much for Mondays. Thank you for opportunities to start fresh. And thank you for these sweet people that I love dearly, that they take time to make their business and sharing wellness a priority. God, I pray that you would help us to just kind of quiet any outside distractions, help us to focus. We pray for vision. You tell us that where there is no vision, people perish, and we want to be a people with vision. And we just ask for encouraging words tonight, Lord, and that you would give us that vision. We love you. Amen. Cool. I'm excited you're here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited. Hey, Stacy. Stacy's been doing some cool things. I wanted to see if we had anybody new with us tonight. I don't think so. If you see somebody new pop on, give them a shout out. But let's start how we always start. Let's just have a couple people hop on and share what you learned this month, something that went well, something that you would have done differently. Who wants to start us? Hey, Tammy.
I'll share something, Erin.
Yeah, thanks, Becca.
So I finishing up tonight doing a 6-day DIY series on my workshop, on my stories. So basically I recorded them all in the same day, got them done, knocked out in like 40 minutes. And I think like a few people have responded like saying, hey, you look good, like, a little hearts here and there, but I think they're really good. And I want to tell you what I've learned from it so far. You can write down who all views your stories, even if it's in parts. And so basically I wrote down everybody's name who wrote it down, and if they just watched, because I had to break it up into multiple parts, they watched the first part and put a 1, and then I went 2, 3, however many parts I had. So then it honestly, it gave me some new people that even though they have not said anything, if they've watched the entire thing, I'm like, this is somebody I can talk to. The thing with the stories, if you have like a minute and a half, you have to cut it down to 26 seconds. So you just got to be careful with it's kind of a pain in the butt. Try not to be rushing. There's a couple times I was rushing and I think I like overlapped a little bit. But you just got to finagle it and everything. And if you want to see who has viewed your story, make sure you do it before the 24-hour time mark, because once it disappears, you can't see who's viewed it. So I'll probably do it again. I'm trying to decide what I want to do my next topic on. Maybe just on the 3 or 4 day one. But yeah, that's what happened with my workshop for last week.
Awesome. I was super proud of you. I know that was your first one. And I thought you did a great job. And that's an awesome tip about going through and seeing. It's the same thing with your like Facebook posts or whatever. If you have people who are consistently liking or interacting with your oily posts, those are definitely good people to write down on your follow-up list. And I was proud of Jennifer this week. She did her like first couple of lives. I know that was a really scary thing for you. So congratulations. We had several people who have taken that on. We gave Linda and Jackie and Amber a shout out on the last call. They weren't there, but they did some live things. You guys are doing some things that are scary and hard, and it's super cool to watch. And they're not so hard once you do them, right? Yeah. Okay, anybody else want to share something?
Okay, I don't know, this isn't about anything I've done, but Becca, I downloaded an app called Cut Story that you can like film yourself and then upload it to Cut Story, and it will automatically pre-cut your Instagram story so that you can just upload it and it's already in the like 15-second chunks. So there's probably another way to do it, but that's what I downloaded so that you don't have to rush in the future. I learned it this month.
That's a great tip. Thank you. I'm writing that down. Because I catch myself too, trying to like be in that window and say all the things that you want to say. And then, yeah, cool. Well, I'll share something. I learned something this week, kind of maybe being more confident. I think we've talked before about how we are in an area where people are really used to hopping onto people's orders or having people make stuff and buy it from you. They're like, oh, you just make that and I'll buy it from you. Like it's just really prevalent here. And so I was working with a girl to do a yoga class, and she was like, how much do you want to charge for these rollers? And I said, well, I can't charge. She's like, and I tell her, and she's like, oh, I pay way more for that than like rollers that I buy from people. And I'm like, well, we can't charge for oils, etc. And then she's like, okay, well, I think I need to buy them instead of people buying them. I'm like, so I decided that I was going to do a really small sample. I was like, let me just do the 3 milliliters. And that way people can like try it, love it, and they'll need to come back and get more, and I'll just cover the costs. And so then she said, okay, that's great. Can you bring 3 extra and I'll buy those from you? I'm like, actually, and so there's this like temptation to be like, okay, like there's always that like moment of like, maybe I'll just do it this one time. And I'm like, you know what? No, that's not what we do. That's not what we're about. And so I told her, I was like, I'm happy to do this for events, but since I don't charge for my oils, I actually don't make things and sell them, but we can if you love it, I can show you how to get your kit, and I will give you my label PDF, and you can make as many of these as you want for gifts. You'll have tons of oils to make as many as you want. You guys, she's going to get a kit this week. And I fully believe that if I would have taken those 3 for her to gift, she probably wouldn't have taken the plunge. So I say that to say, sometimes saying the hard thing is hard, but I think that we can do it with finesse and love and communicating just like what we're about and what we do, and people will get it. It's okay. They might have like a little shock factor if they're not used to it, but it's okay. So it was a good lesson for me and a boost of confidence to say like, this is what we do. This is how we do it. And it works really well. We believe in it. So anyways, I wanted to pass that on to encourage you guys, because I know I'm not the only one coming across that kind of thing. Okay, as always, I don't know if there's anybody new here, but I wanted to say hi to Shayla. I think she's new for the first time. We're really glad that you're here. As always, if you have something that you want to say, please unmute yourself, pop on at any time. Hey, Mom, and chat with us. But we're just going to go through a little bit of just reminders about promotions going on. We're going to talk about stuff happening in November, in December, new things that we have happening. And then I want to hear from you guys a little bit on some ideas for how to make November and December really successful. So I'm going to get with it, and then you guys just pop on as you ask questions. So just a few reminders about promotions. A reminder that free shipping goes through October 31st, and that many of you or your team members may have vouchers. We've discovered that some of those actually don't expire until the end of November. So if you or your team member were somebody who didn't get their voucher in a really timely manner, then Young Living, as just kind of like a grace thing, said, okay, we're going to give you an extra month to use that voucher. So make sure you check your expiration dates. I know ours expire October 31st, but some of them do expire November 31st. We've had several of you that have been successful in getting those from your members who aren't using them. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to ask, like, I'd love to help you use this, but hey, if you're not going to, I'd love to help find somebody who can use it too. So, lots of you have posted your October ER box, which is really fun. I've got these gorgeous rollers, you guys, that I'm going to give away. I'm super excited. But this is a great opportunity to reach out to maybe somebody who's new on Essential Rewards or is using and loving their products, and just like say, hey, you could throw up a quick picture and tell us what you're loving. And it's a great way to get entered into Erin's roller promotion. They're gorgeous. What does that do? It normalizes sharing. So when somebody posts and they share something, they do it and they're like, oh, that wasn't too hard. Or somebody comments and they realize, oh, what I said was helpful to somebody. You know, a lot of us are really encouraged by like sharing our stories, and it helps somebody with something that they have. So it's just a great way to help, an easy way to help normalize sharing. Last thing, Young Living's promotion, enroll 2 with the succulent diffuser, enroll 4 with the rose diffuser. We have lots of one-time enrollers this month. So like everybody that's enrolled has enrolled like one person. So that means all of you who have enrolled one person are just one enrollment away from getting that really cute succulent diffuser. Okay, does anybody have questions about promotions? I rolled through those pretty quickly. Just wanted to remind you. Ready? Okay. A few planning things. We got some fun stuff going on. I wanted to give a shout out to the Unstoppables group that is happening. It's been really fun. It's been an encouragement to me. It's helped me to really get my week organized. And so I hope that all of you who are joining that are really enjoying that too. It is what is it? It's basically an accountability group. We have a structure for organizing your social media posts, for organizing your work week, and we help keep each other accountable with a point system and encouragement. That group is open to anyone. I would encourage you that if you've never been through any sort of training like Oil Share Repeat or Propel or Game Plan, to definitely connect with a leader and let them work with you through one of those trainings. And then the accountability group would be a great second step. So the accountability group isn't a training group. So there's not a lot of training happening there, but it's just a great place to say like, hey, we don't have to do this alone. We get to do this together. And it's been really good. So I wanted, Becca offered to just say a few sentences about what the accountability group has meant to her this month. And then we'll keep going. Can you share with us, Becca?
Yep, I can. I remember I got a funny story to tell you later about this, Erin. But I like the Unstoppable group because it helps me be organized, especially when it comes to seeing what I need to do each day. There's some days that I feel like I don't know what I have to do, and like I don't have anything going on. So, but like seeing like the personal development, like listen it out, like because I tend to forget, like, oh, I need to do that, but it gives me like, oh, I do have the time to do a 15-minute podcast or read 15 minutes. And then like on the you could have a column like where you talk about you know, like who are the people you want to reach out to, and that's helping me focus on, am I reaching out to too many non-members too much, or like for my members, am I missing anybody that I haven't reached out to in a while? So I like that. The group is amazing. Everybody talks about their struggles. You know, it's like if we've had a bad week and our point we're not that great, it gives us all a chance to encourage each other for the next week. So
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Becca. So again, if you want to be there, if you're like, I can't be in there now, but I can jump in December, we're going to run that through the end of the year and kind of reevaluate and see where everybody's at and what you guys want and need. This is always a working thing. So if you see like a place to improve or something that we're missing, please always feel free to do that. The next thing I want to talk about is something that's a little bit new. I wanted to do something called pop-up workshops within our group. We have so many people with a ton to offer, with some knowledge, with some experience, with testimonies in different areas, things that are not my wheelhouse. And so I thought it would be really fun to take turn doing pop-up workshops on the team page. What does that look like? That would just mean basically like if you were going to do a workshop in your home on skincare or hormones or toxins or making oiling really affordable or kids and babies, whatever, many topics out there, you would basically go live. You could record a video if you wanted to. Ideally, it would be live so that we could interact with you and just teach us. It could be so many things. It doesn't even have to be like a typical class topic, but something that you were excited about, passionate about, and you don't have to feel like you need to know all the things. So one thing that I think this could be a really neat opportunity is I know whenever I say, you know what, I'm going to teach on hormones, what does that have me do? It has me go and dig in and do some research and learn more about that topic. And that helps me to be a better leader. It helps me to be more educated so that I can share with my team. It just helps me in a lot of areas too. So it's a great way to kind of like force yourself to continue your education. So I've created a page in the Google Drive. I can share that with you here. And it's just a place to sign up if that's something that you want to do. I think it would be fun to do one pop-up workshop every month, to just sign up for your month and to pick your topic. And, you know, if you pick like next April, you've got like 5 months, right, to plan and to study and to come up with something. So does that sound scary? Does that sound fun? What do you guys think? Seeing some heads shaking.
I think it sounds really fun, Erin.
Yay, thanks.
I think it's nice. I think, like you said, you tend to like do more research when you know you have to speak on it. We have, you know, in the past, for those that haven't been around for some of the classes, we've done a couple classes where different people teach different segments of it, all in video. And so I thought that was kind of fun. I think there was probably an easy way to teach us something on the team page, something that you're great at.
Yeah. Thanks for that feedback, Jess. And it's just really fun to hear from other people. Like I said, everybody has different experiences. We actually have lots of teachers on this thread right now. So I know there's some teachers out there. Rhonda's a teacher, Linda's a teacher, Jackie, Stacy. Who am I missing? Lots of teachers out. Jennifer's a teacher. So we've got people with those giftings already. And y'all, teaching is not my gifting. It's something I've had to work really hard at. So I can do it. You can do it. So I'd love you guys to sign up there and choose something that you're excited about that puts a little fire in your belly. And that's going to be really fun. So a few pop-up workshops that we're going to have going in the next month, just to kind of give you an idea of what those can look like. And we've got some fun things going on. October 30th, I'm going to do not really a workshop. It's just going to be like an evening of like a holiday catalog celebration. So I'm going to share about all of the holiday catalog stuff, and I'm going to throw in some giveaways. So some of the giveaways are going to be only for people who are live, like hanging out with me that night, commenting on stuff. And then one giveaway is going to be for someone who I'm going to have people like take a screenshot of their Essential Rewards order for November. And if it includes a holiday catalog product, then they will be entered to win one of the prizes. I've got a fun gift that I bought extra from the holiday catalog that I'm going to give away. So why do we do that? You know that Black Friday stuff happens at the end of November and shipping gets really crazy. So we like to encourage people to go ahead and process their Essential Rewards orders in November before the 15th. So holiday catalog stuff comes available November 1st. If anybody wants that kind of stuff, I definitely recommend making your list and getting up on the 1st and filling your cart and going ahead and like manually processing that order. So it's a good thing when you're talking to people on your team who want to do that stuff to encourage them to go ahead and process their orders. Anyone have a link? Yeah, if somebody has a link for that holiday catalog, can you guys share it with Jen? What would you say is the expected time of this? So I'm going to do it at 8 p.m. Central. I think that's what time I said. I posted about it the other day. I'm trying to remember. I can actually schedule these posts, so I might start them. Did I say 8 p.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can actually schedule these, and it won't last any more than an hour. I'm thinking like 40 minutes tops. And so we're going to do that on the 30th. On November 5th, I'm excited about this. Not really sure what to expect, but there's a lady in my gold group. Her name is Jessica Backen, and she has a really beautiful blog. She's really passionate about Vitality, the Vitality Collection, and cooking with oils. And she is wanting just experience teaching on that. So she's offered to come into our group, and her talk is called Vitality Cooking, and she talks about the importance of making connections around the table, what's lurking in your spice cabinet, and how to use Vitality oils. So she's going to come and talk to us and just do a pop-up workshop on November 5th on the team page. So I think that's good timing for that, because we can talk about things the rest of the week. I'm going to talk about using your oils like in holiday cooking and things like that. So I'm excited for that. That'll be fun. The next one, I've talked to you and said, I'm going to do a business thing. And it hasn't happened. Yes, Mom.
What time is she doing the Vitality oil one?
She's doing that one at 8 as well. Central Time. So I've told you guys I'm going to do a little business sharing thing on our team page, and I just didn't have a vision for it and it didn't happen. So I put a date on that so that I will make it happen. So November 12th, I'm going to I think I'm going to go live and do like a pop-up workshop. So we'll call it that. And just talk about, I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but it's going to be like sharing, I don't know what we're going to call it, but it's going to be about normalizing sharing and how easy it can be, how simple it can be, and just how the business has really blessed our family. So we're going to talk about that and get real with that on November 12th. The last idea I had for the month was it is No Shave November. And so we have lots of members with spouses who can grow a beard, but we have lots of members who can't with our military community. And so I thought it'd be fun to like have my husband come on with a guy who, my husband has to shave all the time, with a guy who does care for a beard with oils, and to just kind of do a side by side and talk about like how to care for your skin and shave naturally, and then how to care for your beard naturally. So we're hoping that Mike Edwards is going to come on and talk about how he cares for his beard. That's to be decided, but look for that.
I've been told by my wife that I was going to do it. So.
Oh yeah, there he is. Cool. Yeah, we are excited for that. And so Caleb and Mike are going to get together and work that out. I think that's going to be fun. So you can plan to plug in your guys for that. #OilyGentlemen. Okay, so that's the stuff we have going on in November. Lots going on. It's a big month. Black Friday stuff will happen at the end of the month. So you can basically expect the end of the month to be kind of consumed with Black Friday stuff. Next thing. New classes. We mentioned this last month. I just wanted to offer it again. I am offering Zoom classes for those who have people who want to attend a class, but they aren't local to anyone, or just maybe they're homebound, they have a trouble getting to a class, whatever it might be. We're using these really fun Your Essential brochures that go through different goals: skin and beauty, health and fitness, mental clarity, rest, sleep. It's got different goals there. And so what I'm doing is I'm sending these with a sample of like 5 different Young Living oils to each person. The cost is $5 to attend that class. They get their kit afterwards. They get that $5 back. But it's just a great way to connect people who maybe can't attend a class. So if that's something you're interested in, please get with me. and we can do this. Is there anybody here that's like, yeah, I have people that need that? It's here right now. Jen, maybe. Okay. Okay, cool. Next thing, we got a lot of stuff you guys are powering through. Updated power hours. So if you've been attending these are really great for just knocking out a focused hour of work. They are led by somebody. It's not a lot of talking. It's basically just like giving you prompts. And if you're someone who struggles with saying like, I have this time to work, but I don't know what to do with my time, this is a great place to plug in and get some ideas. They're really, really productive. So updated times, Monday night, 8 p.m. These are all central times with Shally. Wednesday at 7 p.m. with Elaine. Thursday at 2 p.m. with Rachel. Shayla says, I want to do some of those groups for accountability. Okay, we can get with you, Shayla, about that. So 8 p.m. with Shally on Monday, 7 p.m. on Wednesdays with Elaine, and Thursday at 2 p.m. with Rachel. Okay.
I might be open to like attending a few more, and then I feel like I've been to a million. Like I probably could start leading some. That's pretty
awesome.
simple.
Yeah, thank you. I will.
Need a little bit more time for availability. I'm available during the day. So
yeah, like a morning one. We have interest for a morning one.
I could possibly do a morning. It would just depend on how long we're able to keep that morning nap going. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Jen, there was some interest in a morning one, and so they had talked about maybe doing like 10 a.m. or something like that. So that could maybe be something we could tackle together.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for offering those. And I think Jen would say they've been really beneficial, right? I mean, as somebody with a busy schedule and just a way to plug in for an hour.
Yeah, they're definitely really helpful. And it's a good place to kind of like, we don't talk much, but there's always like, if you have a question, you can ask, if like, especially if you're kind of new to the business side. Like I think I asked Rachel recently, like, hey, I've heard like warm prospect lists or future oily friends and this and that, like, what are these lists? And she kind of like clarified for me. And it's just a good way also to like get your IPAs and you're doing your income producing activities.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Jen. So a couple of things that we learned, big oily generation wise, we're going to focus on at the beginning of the month, Rachel's going to do daily appreciation drawing giveaways for those people who process their essential rewards between the 1st and the 12th. So again, another incentive to get those orders processed. She's going to do giveaways every day, day 1 through 12. The last thing is in December, we're going to do a 12 days of Christmas, which I think is going to be really fun. And we're going to share our favorite, wrong thing. It's going to be a 5-minute max DIY live video. So if that's something that you love, that you're excited about, shoot me a message because we want to get those lists for people to have the supplies so that they can make those things live with us. We're going to give out supply lists so that people can kind of join in and it can be an interactive thing. So if that's something that you'd like to do, shoot me a message and we're going to put that together by like November 10th. Cool. Okay. All right. I wanted to take a few minutes just to hear from you guys and maybe share your ideas for November, December. It gets really busy really fast, and I feel like these months can slip away. If you haven't been in the business side of Young Living yet in November is traditionally the biggest month of the year. It's fun to see your OGV really increase. And if you've been putting in the work, connecting with your team, engaging, all those kind of things, you typically see a big jump in November. And so it's really fun. But I'd love to hear from you guys. What are you guys doing in November, December? What ideas do you have to make that really fun and really successful?
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am teaching elderberry syrup class with Erin. We're teaming up so that we can do a little bit bigger group. So we are teaching people how to make elderberry syrup and just talking about kind of winter wellness and how to use that to keep your body well, and also doing a like mom's night out, kind of ladies night out yoga, and talking about using oils with yoga. We did a kids one a couple weeks ago, and so we're going to focus on the moms for this next one. But looking for a creative promotion for my team. So if anybody has a really creative promotion, I'm interested.
Cool. And those elderberry classes, I know Ashley, I think, and Kathy are going to team up to do one. It's been a really fun way to, like, people come out of the woodworks to say, like, I want to hear about that. And so it's been a great way to expand that warm market list, oily friend list, whatever you want to call it. And it's just been a good confidence booster, a way to share without feeling salesy. We're loving it. So I've got a whole type up of the supplies I use, exactly what we did. It's all on the team page. One thing I had is a suggestion, if you're looking for a way to connect with your team to maybe build community in November, December, is you could do like a Thankful for You class and invite your team. It would be a class that you didn't charge, and just love on them. Maybe you share a pot of soup together and send them home with a few diffuser bombs, or, I don't know. It could be, I bet there's lots of great ideas on Grow. But just a way to kind of say, like, I'm thankful for you. Thanks for letting me come alongside you. Something like that. And a good reminder that sometimes we just do member only things. There are perks of just being a member.
Hey, Erin.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that I actually remembered when you said members only, I don't have it on the books just yet, but I think I'm going to do like a members only for like making soaps, like little small soaps. Elaine had done it with her team, or one of her leaders had done it, and they had good turnout. So I think I'm going to try that for my members in November, just to let them do something fun and different with their oils.
Yeah. Very good. Another easy thing is to kind of plan ahead and think of your Christmas list. Who are you going to love on? Are you giving gifts to teachers, neighbors, those kind of things? And use this as an opportunity to DIY, or, Young Living's got the bath bombs, the shower steamers, different things like that, where you can buy a package of something and split it up, make a cute gift. But it's just a great way to put your name out there, and you're giving a gift anyways. Give a gift that we believe in, that will bless somebody, and it's an easy way to share oils in the holiday season.
For my church people, I usually like make up something, like whether it be my old a body butter or something, which my ladies, most of them are older ladies, and they call it goop. And they're precious. But I think this year I might do a smaller bottle of the elderberry syrup as a gift with a bow or something like that. I've also given out roller bottles before, especially like to our men, like pain rollers. So that's some other ideas. I've always tried, especially last year, I tried to really do Young Living stuff, DIY stuff, just to make it cheaper on the budget. And I've done many self-care DIY stuff, which makes it really, really cheap on your budget. So just some ideas to use DIY, especially if you are on a budget. I know I've set a budget aside, but that's what our thinking is, with 4 kids. So, but I'm definitely looking at the catalog and stuff and seeing how I can use those and stretch it. I love the Christmas soap idea, just giving that and then telling them that you can put it in, maybe give them an extra mason jar to pour 2/3 of it in there, and then tell them to fill it up with distilled water or whatever, and they have 3 hand soaps or whatever. So I like that idea too.
Cool, very good. A social media idea would be to share a video or a post of your favorite things. You know, people are always looking for gift ideas, so it's fun to gather a list of like non-oily things and oily things, so it's not just an oily post. Like, I love my Yeti and my AirPods, and I also love my essential oils. So I think it's a fun way to kind of reach those people who are looking for gift ideas. The last thing I would say is, if you haven't planned your November and December classes, to go ahead and make some space to pull your calendar out and fill those dates. Many of us are going to be traveling for the holidays. If you have family maybe that are not near you, reach out now and see who can you set up a coffee date with. Can you get all your aunts and uncles together for an hour and a half on a Saturday evening? And you know, I've talked to a couple of you about this before. If you're new to building, it's a great way to say, like, Aunt Sherry, like, I know you love me. This is something I'm super excited about. You know, no pressure. You do not have to buy an oil, but because you love me, could you get a few friends and let me practice teaching in front of some people that I know would be kind to me and give me some constructive criticism? That's a great way to practice teaching, to do it in front of people who love you, and to share with those people that you really care about the most, right? Like, we all know that oils change your life. People are getting healthier. People are just doing some really amazing things. And so we want all the people that we love to experience that. So who is teaching classes when they're traveling this holiday season? Yeah. Who's like, I need to do that? Ready?
There was a really great class that was up on the Grow page, I think, but it was about cooking with oils. And so I saved it. It was like, I mean, it had a full menu. So over Christmas, we're going to get together with our local ladies and cook a meal and eat it together and talk about Vitality Oil.
I love that. So fun. It's a great idea. All right. If you think of something, we're about to run out of time, but if you think of something, hi there, sweet baby. If you think of something that would be beneficial to the team, definitely share it. We want to know what you're doing and help encourage you and cheer you on. Anybody? We have like 2.5 more minutes. Anybody else have anything? Let me unmute you.
There it is. Did I get it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm new to this. Okay, so something that I just wanted to share, and I'm sure you've all done this, but it was my first time. I had a lady that was very interested in the oils this last week, but she was afraid that it would trigger a migraine. And I certainly didn't want to persuade her to invest in something that might help her or might harm her. So I just let her borrow over the weekend, which I'd gotten the idea from you all. I'd seen your posts about that. Anyway, she came and got it Thursday evening and texted me last night and said, I'm bringing back your diffuser and I have already placed my order. My husband and I are in love. So I think it's really beneficial for these iffy people to be able to try it for the weekend. It's a big investment, and I think that that's something that I'm going to try to do more often, is get a couple of extra diffusers and then say, hey, borrow this for the weekend and see what you think, because I think they're just a little bit apprehensive about it.
That's awesome. Congratulations. And Linda really invested. She invited these people over for dinner, shared with them, loved on them. Jennifer would say that's how Jennifer got started. Jennifer borrowed my diffuser for the weekend for her daughter's respiratory issues, and she fell in love with peace and calming. So that's awesome. And never assume that we've done it or know it. You always tell us what you're doing. All right. Congratulations to those rocking it. We are excited for a new month. I think our time is going to be up, but reach out if I can help you this month. You guys have a good week. Good night.
Good night.